You step into the terminal, and everything hits at once. Bright departure boards, scrolling letters and numbers, a distant PA call for a different flight, the smell of coffee, families rushing with strollers, and your boarding pass on your phone sitting there with a gate number you're not sure about. The sign overhead says Concourse B, and the big LED board lists dozens of gates. But which one is yours, and how long will it take to get there? I'm going to walk you through how to stop that panic and find your gate confidently, starting at home and finishing at the gate.
If your flight happens to be canceled or delayed, Compensair will help you get compensation for the inconvenience and get your money back without wasting time on red tape. Get a refund for your canceled flight right.
First, before you ever leave home, do 3 simple checks. 1. Open your airline app or the confirmation email and note the terminal, gate number if shown, and boarding time. Take a screenshot. Apps crash and email links can be slow. 2. Check the airport website for a terminal map and jot down the concourse letter and a landmark near the gate. For many airports, a coffee shop or security exit is a reliable cue. 3. Check travel time from the security checkpoint you'll use to the gate on the map. If the terminal is large, add 10-20 minutes buffer. If you're connecting, find both arrival and departure gates and the quickest route between them. At the airport, your first stop after getting through security should be the big departure board. Scan for your flight number, not the airline name, because code shares can show a different carrier name but the same flight number you booked. The departure board is the authoritative source for the current gate. Apps and printed passes can lag. If the board shows a TBD or a different gate, don't panic. Airlines assign gates closer to departure and operational changes happen. Walk to the gate area number or concourse listed on the board and match the small gate display screens. They often show a final call time and any boarding group info. A quick rule of thumb: gates are usually numbered sequentially along a concourse. If your gate number is 42 and you're at gate 10, you'll be walking down the same corridor. Look for the small number tiles on pillars, overhead signs, or the floor markers some airports have. Many airports color-code concourses or use A/B/C/D letter signs. Follow those. If you see moving walkways, take one to save time on a long concourse, but watch the signs for exits and midpoints. Those are useful landmarks to remember for the walk back. Why do gates change, and why can finding the gate feel so chaotic? Think of the airport like a hotel, where rooms, gates, are assigned to arriving guests, aircraft. If one flight lands late, the gate turnaround slips, and the hotel manager, the airline operations team, may move the next guest to a different room to keep things moving. Sometimes a different aircraft type needs a different gate, or ground crew and catering schedules force a switch. It's operational juggling, and the decision is often made within an hour of departure. Here's the cost of getting this wrong. If you miss your boarding because you were on the wrong side of the terminal or followed outdated information, rebooking can cost you. Domestic change fees vary. Many major airlines now allow free same-day changes on some fares, but outside that you might pay $75, $300 for a new seat, or the fare difference on cheap tickets. International missed connections can mean hundreds to thousands of dollars for a new ticket, plus the stress and time lost. Practically, if the gate is more than a 10-15-minute walk from where you clear security, your missed flight risk rises quickly. Missing an outbound flight can also mean additional hotel nights, transfer fees, or lost reservations. Now, the concrete, cheapest, and safest solution, the step-by-step plan I use and recommend. 1. Screenshot the boarding pass and airport map at home and save both to an obvious folder on your phone. If you have paper, fold it so the gate number is visible. 2. Turn on push notifications in your airline app and enable location-based alerts if available. Most apps will push gate changes. 3. Arrive at the airport with at least 90 minutes for domestic flights and 2.53 hours for international travel at large hubs. Give yourself a margin to walk and to reorient if gates move. 4. After security, check the main departure board for your flight number, then head to the concourse letter shown. 5. If the board lists a gate that's far, consider asking the gate agent early if there's a possibility of a last-minute change, and have a quick route planned to the nearest alternate gates.
6. Keep a mental landmark, a distinctive store, a restroom cluster, or a distinctive art installation. These help you retrace your route on a tight connection. 7. If you're running late, speak to the airline staff immediately. They can hold a gate briefly or advise if the flight will delay. Gate agents have the final call on late boarding flexibility. Many useful links can be found in the description. A specific trick airlines and booking sites sometimes use can create confusion. Some third-party booking websites show only the city-to-city details and hide the operating carrier or terminal until after purchase. That makes it hard to know which terminal you'll use and whether a connection will need an inter-terminal transfer. Another misleading claim is the same terminal guarantee some carriers use when code sharing. It can refer to the airport building, but not the specific concourse. To avoid being blindsided, always check the operating carrier and the terminal on the official airline or airport website once you've booked. If a website tries to upsell you on a seat near gate or priority boarding as a way to find your gate faster, refuse the upsell. Those purchases won't tell you where to go and rarely help if a gate changes. Instead, use the app alerts and the departure board. If you discover a gate change after you've already moved down the concourse, don't assume you can get back in time. Evaluate the walking time immediately. If it's a sprint beyond reasonable walking speed, go to the nearest gate agent. They can often arrange a quick door-to-door escort, put you on a later flight, or advise the quickest transit route. If you must cross terminals, look for the airport's shuttle options. Many large airports provide free interterminal shuttles that run every 5-15 minutes. Allow at least 20-40 minutes for interterminal transfers at major hubs. A few practical extras that save time. Keep your ID and boarding pass in one easy pocket. Wear comfortable shoes for terminal sprints, and memorize the name of your concourse letter, A, B, C, rather than only the gate number. Signs use letters visually, and staff will usually give directions by concourse.
When in doubt, find a gate podium and ask. Gate agents see passengers all day and will tell you the quickest path. If you have a long layover and want to relax, double-check the board 30-45 minutes before the flight. Gates often finalize in that window. Worst-case scenarios are rare, but worth planning for. If a gate change sends you to another terminal and the only transfer is a bus, you could miss the flight if you delay leaving a lounge or shop. To avoid that, set a hard leave time. The moment your boarding group is called, or 30 minutes before departure, be en route. If you're traveling with mobility restrictions, request wheelchair assistance during booking. The airline will schedule a transfer vehicle and coordinate gates with you, which removes much of the gate-finding stress. Finally, one simple habit will protect you most of the time. Check the flight status and the departure board immediately after security, and then again about 30-45 minutes before scheduled boarding. That two-check rule catches most last-minute switches. If an agent offers an upsell that sounds like it will help you find your gate faster, priority boarding, a special pass, or a terminal map printed for a fee, politely decline and use the free tools I mentioned: airline app alerts, airport maps, and departure boards. If this helped you feel more confident about finding your boarding gate, please subscribe and like so I can make more short, practical airport guides. Thank you. Safe travels.